The people are the point. Now we will dwell on this point in creating a mood among the executives top to bottom. Now it is time to turn an organization to start thinking with love in mind. If leaders were to take all this to heart and deliberately try to create what we call that perspective for the people who are the point. The perspective that people are the point has to be driven from top to bottom in every cadre so that it will become a culture in an organization. That is the culture of people are the point, focusing on the people. A true love plus work organization is built on a recognition of and commitment to the fundamental importance of each person who comes to work. The stance represents an advance on both Milton Friedman's shareholder capitalism, which held that organization's sole purpose is to maximize shareholder value, and Joseph Still's stakeholder capitalism, which introduced the idea that organizations should also maximize the value of customers, employees, and broader community. And so I repeat, maximize value of customers, employees, and broader community. This is the ideology on which modern organizations are driving their philosophy in building a culture in the organization where the people are the point. We recruit human beings. Not machines. In a more human centric approach on onboarding, these companies are rigorous and detailed in explaining why each candidate was selected and what specific strengths and loves they saw in the person, including but also going beyond how these can add value to overall mission of the organization. During the company's onboarding process, new employees are encouraged to set goals, both career and personal. Employees are equally celebrated whether their goal is to become company's top position or to start their own fashion brand sometime in the future. This focus on the person's unique ambitions during the onboarding helps the managerial people to retention and employee engagement levels rise twice as high as industry averages. Commit lifelong learning. This is a very, very important point that an organization has to develop its people to commit for lifelong learning. A love plus work organization invests in the ongoing education of each employee. That might be in the form of direct payment for college degrees, or as at Amazon, Walmart, and others are forgiving the reimbursing student loans, and Starbucks also. Several organizations, they are taking care of their employees a certain amount of discretionary time to pursue their own projects, as Google has periodically done over the years. All these efforts communicate explicitly that the employees' growth and development have intrinsic worth, even if it does not immediately accrue to the organization. Another important and salient feature I will bring to your notice is support alumni. A love plus work organization has a formal and carefully considered that reinforces the message that people's worth as human beings extends far beyond their time with the organization. Many companies, including Accenture and McKinsey, have found that staying close to a strong alumni community offers practical benefits in the form of existing client growth and referrals, but it is also a way of organization to show their commitment to each employee as a person. Many companies, they forget their employees the moment they exit from their company, which is not at all a good culture of the company. Again, several companies, they have willingness to stay connected to with the alumni and support former employees. It has created a nexus of entrepreneurial companies in Vancouver, spanning multiple industries, including apparel, food services, and other very good, very good companies. The alumni, they become ambassadors. Their pictures proudly displayed in local bouts to showcase their new ventures. This demonstrates to current employees how deeply invested the company is in the ongoing success of those who came before them, whether or not that success is within the confines of the company. Brain science reveals that there are more synaptic connections in each human brain that there are stars 5000 Milky Ways, resulting in endless variations in how we all think and feel. It should not be surprising, therefore, that people in the same job love to do their work very differently. An organization dedicated to love builds its people practices around that fact. To help people pinpoint their particular pattern of loves and loathing and channel them into contribution to an organization must empower teams. Once again, I tell that must empower the organization must empower teams and team leaders to make the most of each employee uniqueness. Competency models, feedback tools, and rigid career paths, which have become the norm at most large companies today, replace employees' personal loves with several things. Behaviors. Love plus work organizations, in contrast, each role is defined by a very few measured outcomes rather than by a competency model. When outcomes are carefully identified and calibrated, employees can pinpoint the activities they love and be helped to find their own path toward those outcomes. The explosive growth of coaching as a service companies such as Better Up is but one again that companies are moving away from standardization and toward offering individual guidance to employees at all levels. This is a very important point. Once again, I repeat that offering individual guidance to employees at all levels. These organizations also avoid feedback tools which by definition measure each person against a standardized list of skills or competencies. I have previously explained this. Organizing around love of the work means that no career paths are defined by the skills or competencies required at each level. Indeed, no research that I know of in any referred journal proves that the best practitioners in each role all have the same skills and competencies. Competency models are an abstraction that denies the real world truth that people in the same role find love in every different activities and aspects of it, and therefore they thrive and excel in the role using quite different methods. Careers will increasingly be designed according to an employee's own interests and skills. AI-based software offerings such as Gloat, Fuel, 50, and Flex are their leaders in a growing pack of platforms that build career paths in their way. So, inevitably, we have to focus on our teams. Companies must organize around teams. People are the content, people are the creators, people will build the organizations, and we have to build a culture of concentrating on the people. The people are the main drivers of the growth. The focus on teams, the team culture, the boundaries among the team, these things will lead the organization to reach the commanding heights. Thank you.